The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Thursday, January 2, reveal that Will Spencer will step up for Electra Forrester when it counts now that he's found her in the middle of a risky struggle with Remy Price. We should mention that the show will air an encore episode on Wednesday, January 1, but things will pick up right where they left off when the current action resumes on Thursday, January 2. We'll manage to track Electra down, but the danger is far from over. It won't be long until Will hurls himself at Remy and turns this into a showdown between them instead. Remy will want to make Will pay for stealing Electra's heart and clear his own path to running away with her. Of course, Electra has no interest in going to New York with Remy, especially after all the deep-fake horror that he's unleashed on her life. Even so, Remy is delusional enough to think he can fix this, and may plan to kidnap Electra if she won't go willingly. Will can't let that happen, so he'll get into a physical confrontation with Remy and do everything in his power to protect Electra. This fight will happen multiple stories up, and B&B has already been showing fans the ground below and highlighting the risks of falling. As Will continues to play the hero, will he send Remy flying over the railing and down with a splat? Meanwhile, viewers will be eager to see more of Luna Nozawa and Bill Spencer now that she's been released into his comforting arms. Bill arranged for Luna to get out of jail, but it won't be quite that simple. Luna will have some strict rules to follow now that she's no longer behind bars, but she'll just be grateful that Bill would do something so amazing for her. This is only going to make Luna even more obsessed with Bill, especially since he'll no doubt be keeping a close eye on her at the Spencer estate. Bill may see hope for Luna's redemption, but our predictions hint that she could unleash another round of trouble sooner or later. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Luna's release news will spread in the coming episodes, so stay tuned for updates on all the backlash. We'll have other great bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news to check out, so make us your favorite B&B hotspot. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. On the Thursday, January 2 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that after realizing Remy is to blame for Electra's woes, Will battles to save his new love. Of course, twisted Remy thinks he is the better man for Electra, so it should be quite a fight. Stay tuned. Remy revealed all to poor Electra. He sent those deepfake images to Katie to get Electra fired. Remy admitted he was willing to do anything to get Electra away from Will. Cornered, he told her he did it out of love, and that they would be so happy if they ran off to New York together, as they had discussed back home in Dallas. Electra was horrified. She couldn't believe her friend was so malicious and sick. In fact, Electra threatened Remy and said he would go to jail for this. Naturally, she tried to run out of his apartment, but Remy blocked her. There was no way that he would let her go. Back at Forrester Creations, Will explained that the photos of Electra weren't real. Katie regretted jumping to conclusions. Carter and Hope said they would give Electra her dream job back. Now, if only Will can find Electra. He started putting two and two together and realized that Remy had sent the photos. Will races on his motorcycle to confront Remy as his fear for Electra's life grows. Once they are face to face, expect Will to do anything to protect his love. Remy will go off the deep end and viciously attack Will. Both are strong young men, desperately in love with Electra. Who has more power and might? Coming up, Remy and Will fight, both risking everything to save Electra. The bold and the beautiful spoilers recap for Tuesday, December 31, reveals that Bill Spencer threatened to leave if Luna Nozawa didn't tell him the details of how she eliminated Tom Starr and Paul Hollis Hollister. Luna finally shared how she dumped a lethal dose of narcotics in Tom's sports drink before he performed. Then, Luna did the same thing to Hollis' coconut water once he found Tom's letters regarding her paternity. B&B flashbacks showed Luna committing the crimes as she explained everything to Bill like he asked. Luna wondered why Bill wanted to hear all this, but he glared and thought she knew why. After Bill suddenly headed out the door, Luna cried out trying to stop him. It wasn't long until some guards chained Luna up and led her somewhere. Luna was confused, but the guards eventually took all her restraints off and sent her into the transfer area. Once Luna saw Bill standing in a beam of light like he was her savior, she ran into his comforting embrace. At Forrester Creations, Katie Logan and Ivy Forrester continued to discuss the dangers of AI and how laws needed to be created to handle deep fakes. At Remy Price's apartment, Electra kneed him in the groin, which gave her a chance to make a break for it. After Electra dashed down the nearby sidewalk, she ended up on a construction site and ran through several areas trying to lose Remy as he chased her. While Electra was hiding, Remy got especially creepy as he urged her to make a noise and respond with Apollo to his Marco. Although Remy eventually suggested they could still be friends, Electra kept bolting when he got too close. At one point, Electra answered Will's phone call and confirmed Remy was behind the deepfake photos. Although Electra wasn't sure where she was able to send Will her location and reveal Remy's current pursuit. Will got on his motorcycle and went searching for Electra, who ended up running up some stairs with Remy hot on her trail. Remy grabbed Electra near a railing that was pretty high up, so there was definitely some danger as they struggled. However, Will finally appeared and interrupted the showdown, so he's about to kick off a confrontation of his own with Remy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Remy and will have some fierce moments ahead of them, so we'll bring you updates on all the chaotic news and more predictions on the consequences. Is where you want to be for sizzling bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, so visit us often for more B&B info. The New Year's Eve episode was intense in every aspect. Bill was short on words, but he wanted answers. He had to ask Luna a very important question before making his next move. Surprisingly, her responses got her a get-out-of-jail card on the bold and the beautiful. Little to say. Bill had little to say on Tuesday's episode. That's because he wanted to hear the truth from Luna. She revealed that her fellow inmates were beating her up. Bill looked like he didn't believe her. In fact, he wasn't sure what to think. Even though he didn't say much, he still had plenty on his mind. Bill wanted to play his cards right. He wanted to know about Tom Storrs and Hollis's murders. He asked Luna to share all the details. Luna expressed remorse as she recalled the events. She poisoned both men for revealing the truth about her paternity. Luna did all this so she could live in Bill's mansion. She wanted the lavish lifestyle that her mom never gave her, and she might just get what she wanted for a second time. She claimed that she wasn't herself when she committed those murders. Luna made her confession to Bill. At first, it seemed like he didn't believe her. During the December 31st episode, he walked out on her as she begged him to help her. Suddenly, the security guards came in to strap chains around Luna. She asked them what was going on, but they refused to answer. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Brooke Logan could be ringing in the new year as a single woman. But it won't be long before she hops into bed with someone that no one expected. When bridge collapses, who will Brooke turn to? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's happening next week on B&B. Spoilers ahead. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Ridge devastated. Ridge Forrester hopped into bed with his ex Taylor Hayes as soon as he heard Brooke Logan had accepted a position running Forrester Creations. Ridge was devastated by the betrayal and sought comfort from Taylor. After they did the deed, Brooke arrived to tell him that she was taking the position as his woman on the inside and was going to help him get his company back. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Brooke and Ridge's relationship is as good as over. Not only did Ridge cheat on Brooke, it's 10 times worse because she took the position for him. Ridge and Taylor might try to keep their tryst a secret, but it won't be kept quiet for long. B&B spoilers. Brooke Logan crashes and burns. Brooke is notorious for crashing and burning after a Ridge breakup. There's also the possibility that she could fall off the wagon again, which makes her act even more erratic. There aren't a whole lot of single men in Los Angeles that Brooke could turn to, but she doesn't seem to mind if her conquests are married. B&B rumors have been hinting a Brooke and Bill Spencer romp for quite a while now. The exes have been spending some time together since Katie Logan dismissed his reunion plans. So far, their chats have been innocent and focused on Bill finding a way to get back together with her sister. If Brooke is single and upset about her breakup, her next chat with Bill Spencer could end with them hitting the sheets. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. One of Brooke's exes. When Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan split, she always seems to gravitate towards her former flames. Maybe Dollar Bill isn't her shocking rebound. Could it be Deacon Sharp instead? Brooke and Deacon have been spending a lot of time together discussing their daughter's antics. If Deacon slips up and cheats on Shayla Carter with his ex, Brooke might have to check in to the witness protection program. Who do you think Brooke's shocking rebound will be? Is it one of her exes or someone even more unexpected? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and keep checking back here on Celebrating the Soaps for more B&B spoilers, news, and updates. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that Bill Spencer has fallen for Luna Nozawa's act and is determined to get her out of jail. Steffy Forrester and John Finnegan are furious that Bill has helped her. How long will it be before Luna comes after Steffy again? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa has perfected her innocent act. Luna knows just how to play Bill like a fine-tuned instrument. Luna plays on his sympathies until he cannot resist being there for her. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that Bill is thinking very much about anyone else in this situation. Luna not only killed 2 people, but she also tried to kill a third, Steffy Forrester. Steffy and Finn are furious that Bill would move Luna into his house and anywhere near one of Steffy's children. Bill has pulled a crazy person out of jail and placed her back into society. Has Bill not seen what Luna has done to everyone around her? Didn't Luna put Steffy in a cage and almost kill her there? B&B spoilers. John Finnegan adored his cousin. Finn absolutely adored Luna when she first came to Lay. Finn invited Luna to dinner, allowed her around his children, often checked on her to make sure she was okay. Finn was thrilled that Luna was dating RG Forrester and wished her the best. However, Luna repaid him by trying to kill his wife. Finn believes that Luna is mentally ill and she needs to be locked away. Luna's own mother agrees with that. However, Bill has plenty of money and knows how to pull some strings. Bill plans to help Luna, and if moving her to his house is the only way, so be it. Bill is not going to allow Luna to be hurt or worse. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Is Bill Spencer being played? Steffy and Finn will most likely try to convince Finn that he is being played by Luna. After all, Luna may have beat herself up. For all they know, Luna has been locked up for months, and it just no showing signs of abuse from the other prisoners. None of this makes sense. Luna is up to something and Bill may not want to know what. Steffy will have some pretty big objections to Luna living that close to Bill or Liam Spencer. That last thing Steffy's daughter needs is for Liam to be attacked by this nutcase. Steffy believes they all need protection and doubts that even Bill's security team can contain Luna if she really wants to go. Is Bill putting everyone in danger for nothing? Come here for all things B&B Stop by often for all of you Bold and Beautiful news, spoilers, and updates. At Remy's place, he tells Elecrta if she had just felt about him the way he feels about her, the deepfakes would never have happened. He vows that Will never put his filthy hands on her again. Elecrta knees him in the groin and runs out of the apartment and down the street as he gives chase. Electra hides in an alley, trying to get a cell signal. Remy follows her, saying they can still be friends if she listens to him. She continues running and finally gets a call from Will. At Forrester, Will tells Katie and Ivy that someone is trying to destroy Electra's life. Ivy says this happened before back home, and now it's happening again. They wonder if it's the same person. Will swears to find this guy and ensure he never hurts Electra again. Will text her to let Electra know she's not fired, but she's not responding. Ivy thinks she's ignoring her phone as she's upset. Katie feels awful as she should have known Electra wouldn't pose for those photos. Ivy says she understands that she was caught up in a PR nightmare, but doesn't get why Katie didn't come to her. Katie didn't want Electra to feel ashamed, and it's her body to do what she wants with, so she wanted to keep this from getting out. She hopes whoever did this gets caught. In the design office, Will gets through to Electra on the phone to say she's not fired, and someone sent his mom deep fakes. She tells him that it's Remy, and he's after her. She sends Will her location, and he heads out after her on his bike. Remy corners Electra in a warehouse and begins playing a twisted game of Marco Polo. He says he just wants to explain and tells her to come out. Electra runs off again, and he follows her. Will closes in on Electra and Remy on his motorcycle. Electra ends up cornered on a roof by Remy. She tells him not to come near her. Will sees them on the roof and races up as Remy inches closer to Electra, who teeters close to going over the roof's railing. Back in the Forrester office, Ivy and Katie discuss how it should be illegal to do what was done to Electra. Ivy says the apps are so new that the laws haven't caught up. She also explains that the apps also make it challenging to find out who made the images, and people are being destroyed by deepfakes every day. Ivy says they can't let this happen to anyone else, and Katie promises Forrester will put the word out about how dangerous these deepfakes are. In prison, Luna cries to Bill that the women here are out to get her. She knows she deserves to be locked up, but if she stays here, she'll die. She begs Bill to save her. First, he needs to know how she killed Hollis and Tom Starr. She says she has already confessed, but Bill wants the details of how she did it. He tells her to start with Starr. Luna says Tom was performing at Il Giardino and had one of those tumbler cups. She couldn't believe that Bum was her father, and he was going to reveal everything. She flashes back to pouring fast-acting narcotic powder into his drink, and says he collapsed in the middle of his set. Bill asks how she got rid of Hollis, and again, he wants the details. Luna says she feels bad about him, as he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. She explains that Hollis found Tom's backpack and the letters claiming to be his father. She had to silence him to hide that Bill wasn't her father, and she killed Tom. She recalls poisoning his drink the same way when he was closing the restaurant. It didn't take long for it to kick in, and we see him collapse right in front of Luna in a state of confusion. Right before he dies, he realizes it was her who poisoned him. She doesn't understand why Bill wanted to hear this. He tells her, "I think you know why." Bill gets up and leaves as Luna cries, "Please, I need you. I'm going to die in here." Later, the guards arrive and force Luna into transport chains, as she cries that she doesn't know what she did. She says she's sorry as they lead her through the halls, and she doesn't know what is happening. She's then uncuffed and thrown out into a courtyard, where she sees Bill standing. She runs into his arms, crying, "Thank you," as he holds her. When the soap's revamped title sequence was rolled out on December 30, both actors were conspicuously missing, typically the telltale sign that contract players have been dropped to recurring. Even before that, however, it was obvious that the daytime drama was leaning away from Thomas and RJ. First, Bold and Beautiful stuck a fork in Thomas and Hope's relationship, shipped him overseas, and hooked him up with Paris, who'd been appearing so infrequently, we assumed that she was already long gone. Then, when Forrester Creations was taken over by Carter and Hope, RJ didn't even get so much as a mention. Though his father is the former co-CEO and his mother is the new CEO, he was weirdly left out of all the drama. Heck, even though RG was enamored with Luna, he hasn't been the one who has continued to feel a pull toward Tom and Hollis' killer, Bill has. Now that we've seen the new opening credits, we get it. Whether or not it makes sense, the soap seems to be finished with Atkinson and Hoffman, at least for now and at least as series regulars. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton's love and loyalty have made him quite appealing to Hope Logan. Since Carter seems like the perfect man she's been waiting for, Hope's starting to envision a real future together. However, Carter may not be as devoted as he seems to be. B&B fans know that Carter is someone who falls fast and hard whenever a gorgeous woman catches his eye. So is Hope his forever queen or just his flavor of the month? Steffy Forrester thinks Hope is using Carter, which could be true on some level. There's no denying that Hope likes the benefits of dating Carter since he brought her back to Forrester Creations and is restoring her fashion line. That said, Hope genuinely seems to have deep feelings for Carter since he's proven himself committed, protective, and faithful, at least so far. Unfortunately, there are good reasons to believe Carter could fall for someone else and leave Hope feeling betrayed. Muriel Hilaire will kick off her run as Daphne Rose this January, and we know Daphne will share plenty of scenes with Hope and Carter. There are some hints to suggest that Daphne might start working for Forrester in connection with Fanny Grayson's fragrance collection. Whatever the case, Daphne will become part of all the drama and could easily become a new love interest for Carter. The more Carter gets to know Daphne, the more complicated things could get. Carter may try to fight any feelings that develop at first, but how long will he be able to resist temptation? If Carter cheats on Hope with Daphne, it could change everything and totally turn this storyline upside down. That's especially true if it turns out that Daphne is secretly working for Steffy or something along those lines. We certainly wouldn't be surprised if Steffy resorted to such drastic measures to tear Carter away from Hope. Whatever the case, our predictions point to Daphne becoming a source of romantic drama down the road. Carter's potential betrayal could bring major Logan backlash from Hope, Brooke Logan, and Katie Logan, so that could certainly disturb the harmony that Carter claimed he was hoping to create around Forrester Creations. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Carter may have to make some updates to his corporate plans, so stay tuned for more news on the takeover mess he's created. CDL's the place to be for great bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, so visit us often for more B&B info. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the show featured some exciting additions, along with some glaring cuts in the new version of the opening credits, which debuted on December 30. Fans couldn't help but notice that Matthew Atkinson and Joshua Hoffman had been removed. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that Thomas and RG are done airing for good. That said, it does send a clear message about RG and Thomas no longer being characters of real importance. B&B obviously doesn't have any big plans for Thomas and RG moving forward, so they were given the boot from the opening credit sequence. That made room for Linnea Grace to get included through some dazzling new pics. We also spotted some fresh Tanner Novlin photos, including one of handsome Finn in doctor mode. It always gets viewers' attention when the latest opening credits are unveiled, especially when it comes to characters who aren't featured anymore. Thomas fans have been riled up on social media since they were hoping Matthew Atkinson might return and get some airtime. Unfortunately, B&B shoved Atkinson right out of the opening sequence instead. That doesn't bode well for Atkinson's future as Thomas, but we'll be sure to give you updates on any official comings and goings news. As for Joshua Hoffman's removal, it doesn't seem like that's brought as much outrage. RG hasn't been involved in a major storyline since Luna Nozawa landed in jail, but he hasn't been missed all that much. Luna and RG were once a sweet couple to cheer on, at least until Luna went off the rails. Now Electra and Will Spencer have taken over as B and B's cute duo to root for. It's a little surprising that the show didn't throw RJ into the latest Logan and Forrester drama, since he's a member of both families. However, RJ hasn't been a huge hit with viewers, so it's not exactly provoking fan fury now that he's gone. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say the show must go on, so stick with us for more predictions on what's ahead for the remaining characters on canvas. CDL will have other fantastic bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news to read up on, so make us your favorite hotspot. Brooke and Ridge are the super couple of the bold and the beautiful. Their love story has been the main focus of the show since 1987. Like many soap couples, they've experienced drama and breakups, yet always find their way back to each other. With the couple separated again, it's only a matter of time before they reunite. However, the lovebirds might want to rethink the decision. They'll hurt each other again. Brooke and Ridge's relationship has become viewed as more problematic than romantic. In recent years, the couple's ongoing issues have overshadowed their love story. While Brooke and Ridge love each other, they're also prone to betraying each other. Whether it's infidelity or keeping secrets, there's been a lot of pain throughout their relationship. If they were to get back together, they're just setting themselves up for more heartache in the long run. Their children will create problems. At one time, Brooke and Ridge were a happy, blended family with their kids. However, that's changed. The feud between Steffi and Hope has created trouble for the couple. With Brooke supporting Hope and Ridge siding with Steffi, there's much friction in the Bridge household. To make matters worse, Brooke and Ridge have disrespected each other's children. Ridge recently calling Hope a bitch and a slut upset Brooke and should have been the final straw for her. But she plans to betray her daughter to win back her destiny. The Destiny theme has run its course. Brooke and Ridge are referred to as Destiny. No matter how often they split and move on with other people, Bridge always reunites. While the Destiny theme was cute initially, it's run its course. The cycle of breaking up and getting back together is repetitive and tiring. If Brooke and Ridge were destined to be together, they would be together forever. Unlike most couples, Brooke and Ridge don't discuss their problems. They just run away. One would assume the couple would try to save their relationship instead of walking out when the going gets tough. But maybe fate has other plans for the couple. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Electra Forrester has found herself in grave danger after going into Remy Price's room to use the restroom. However, once Electra escaped from Remy, why did she not turn to Deacon Sharp for help? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Electra Forrester is in a parking garage. The bold and the beautiful spoilers indicate that Electra finally got away from Remy, but instead of going downstairs to call for help, she ran to a parking garage instead. Electra has placed herself in a lot more danger by going to the garage than if she had simply yelled for Deacon to help her. Deacon and Sheila Sharp should have been close by since the restaurant was open. Remy's ranting about cleaning the grill would have certainly gotten someone's attention. Electra should have had the perfect opportunity to seek help and get her stalker arrested. B and B spoilers. Electra Forrester is in more danger. Electra has not only removed herself from the people who could have helped her, she is placing herself in more danger than ever. Where is Electra going to hide in an open parking garage? It isn't like there are rooms to duck into or phones that she can get to. Electra could even get hit by a vehicle trying to get away. Electra is running scared, but she needs to use some common sense if she wants to get away from Remy. Who knows how far Remy is willing to get Electra away from Will Spencer and back to where he can control the situation. Electra could be putting herself in much worse danger if she doesn't cooperate. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Will Spencer is on the way. Will finally puts the pieces together and realizes that Remy is the one who caused all of this. Remy is not Electra's friend, but her stalker. Unfortunately, Remy and Will end up fighting as they are both trying to get to Electra. Can Will subdue Remy long enough to get Electra to safety? Could Will find himself in more danger than Electra if Remy gets the upper hand? Will is going to be in the fight of his life if he hopes to protect Electra from Remy. Electra may even had to help and knock Remy out to save Will. However, it seems they will get away to live another day. Will Remy pay for his crimes or disappear? Come here for all things B and B check back, often for all of you bold and beautiful news, spoilers, and updates. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease Will Spencer might be getting another inkling about Remy Price and his true nature. Fans are well aware that Will has been sensing some negative energy surrounding Remy for quite some time, and it seems those uneasy feelings are only set to grow stronger. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Will Spencer saw one of the deepfakes. Will just came across one of the shocking images that landed in Katie Logan's inbox, but he wasn't quick to accept it as authentic. Instinctively, Will recognized it as a deep fake, dismissing the notion that it depicted Electra Forrester's body. When Ivy Forrester brings up the deepfake scandal that forced Electra to leave Dallas, Will might suggest that Remy is the one at fault. Even without solid evidence, his suspicions could grow stronger if he visits Remy's apartment and finds the same photo collage that Electra encountered. According to B&B spoilers, Will is said to uncover something unsettling during the week of December 30, January 3. B&B spoilers. Will Spencer to the rescue Electra Forrester hopes. Will might receive a vital hint about Electra's location if she manages to send him a message after escaping from Remy's apartment, if she can lose Remy somehow. While Electra conceals herself in what appears to be a storage basement, she will be anxiously waiting for Will to come to her aid. Without hesitation, Will hop on his motorcycle and speed off to locate Electra before time runs out, realizing how dangerously obsessed Remy really is. Although Remy may discover Electra and leave her feeling terrified about his next actions, it won't be long before Will arrives for a dramatic confrontation with her stalker. Upcoming spoilers indicate that an intense showdown is imminent as Remy and will engage in a physical clash with each believing she needs rescuing from the other. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Things are about to take a dangerous turn. As Will prepares to face off against Remy, the stakes are higher than ever, especially when Electra's safety hangs in the balance. Expect Will to give it everything he's got to turn the tide, even at the risk of his own life if that's what it takes to save hers. Obsessive stalkers sometimes decide if they can't have the object of their obsession, then no one can. That means, of course, if Remy really goes off the deep end, which he likely will, being so close to the precipice, both Electra's and Will's lives could be in danger. We anticipate some intense and unpredictable moments as Electra's history intertwines with her current situation, so keep an eye out for all the exciting developments ahead. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with B&B right now. Come back here often for the bold and the beautiful spoilers, news, and updates.